Okay. All right, I'm ready to go, y'all. It's still having problems with it. I pretty much figured everything out. I just gotta basically connect the Patreon to the YouTube, and it's still having problems. I talked to Zach earlier, but still having problems, man. I apologize. I apologize. Um, it's just it's crazy, man. So what I'm gonna do is I don't even know if somebody's listening to me or what, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get it going. So I start off with a little review from yesterday. Um, NBA and then hockey. I'm pretty sure you can see what's on the screen right now. I'm gonna go back to my YouTube page and make sure before I proceed, because like I said, I'm still new to it myself, and I just want to make sure I'm actually recording and it's not a waste of time right now. If someone's in the chat, let me know if you can hear me as well. So it's still saying that I'm live. So I'm assuming I'm live, and I'm just gonna keep it moving like this. So yesterday with the NBA, we had the Heat, we had the I'm sorry, that's today. We had the Thunder and the Raptors. I had the Raptors. I think that Thunder could become 16 and 16. It was 53 date numerology, 16th prime. That didn't happen. And I see home records now. They're 13 and 5, the numbers that I like. Anytime you see 5, 1, and 3 that can play, I like that. I didn't even write that in my notes because I didn't really recognize that. Also, I did mention that the master numbers 22 and 11 always play well together. So, yep, I did know. Did mention that. That was one of my losses. Like I said, the NBA hasn't been as you know dominant with my principles. So I've been trying to take it easy and like watching other sports and concentrating and focusing on other sports. Let's see. We had Hornets, Grizzlies. I don't think I had a pick on that. I had the notes. Let's see. The head-to-head was 24-18. Grizzlies lost. They would have been 6-13 at home, which was prime numbers. That didn't come through. Um, they did win. They picked up the 19th head-to-head win to end the year 2019. So they did do that. Another pick I had Rockets Pelicans. It was a lot lined up for the Rockets here. One thing that I see though that I would against myself is the master numbers 22 and 11. Um, that just plays. That just plays. But I remember New Orleans Pelicans in '79, 22nd prime number. Um, it was the tens. That's what I thought yesterday. Yesterday was the 29th, so I thought the tens would play, which didn't. The Rockets, they could have actually picked up their 39th head-to-head all-time win. You write out 39, it equals 10. Um, they didn't do it. Disappointing right there. Um, but like I said, the master numbers was there. And Rockets, I don't like betting the Rockets, so it was. I'm gonna preach that as I get going. Keep doing live streams daily. I don't bet Houston and I don't bet Atlanta. It's just teams they don't follow the riddle as they supposed to. Um, so next game I had the Nuggets right. Thought they probably would cover. I didn't mention that, but I had the Nuggets right. First thing I see is the 23-9. So notice how they went 23-9, and sometimes primes hit, sometimes don't. That's why you just gotta. The code to me has been broken. It's just a matter of seeing like which code are they going to use going day by day. That's the struggle that I'm having. Um, but reading the games and finding the codes and narratives is like it's real easy right now. I'm just trying to line it up together. Notice another. See, like yesterday, I said about the tens. If I would have been glued in on the 21 and 11, which are master numbers, I would have had looked like 3 games right, because I would have had the Raptors would have had to lose, Rockets would have had to lose, and see just like that. So sometimes you can just read the your work is right, but you go on another riddle of your work, so it doesn't necessarily make you wrong. It's just you had the wrong read on your right work, if you can, understand what I'm saying. So got that one. Mavericks Lakers. I didn't put a pick in on this one. I did see if Dallas lost, they would have been 13-5 in the conference. That's that 1-3-5 again. That place. I'm trying to tell y'all. So every time I see it, I'm gonna keep stressing it. Um, yep, that was about it. Lakers, if they would have lost, they could have stayed on 10 home losses. Mavs could have uh, stayed. Mavs win, they stay on 10 losses. So like I said, yesterday was the 29th, so I thought maybe they could have played with the 10th prime, but it didn't work out like that. Normally they'll do that. If it's a prime with the date and it's got a lot of 10s or a lot of that number of the prime on the board, normally I have seen majority of the times it'll come through. So that didn't go through, but like I said, I didn't have a pick on that, so I'm not stressing. So let's see, go to hockey, NHL. All right, let's see scores. It's only one game in the NHL today, so I didn't even take a stab at it. Normally, when it's a favorite like that, you might want to stay away. Penguins should win, but Senators does have a narrative. I believe San Jose Sharks, who they play next, and San Jose Sharks equals 83 to 23rd prime. So I see Pittsburgh can stay on those 23 wins. So no value. Didn't bet that yesterday games. Okay, so Senators per Penguins. All right, Jets Blues first game. First thing I did see was that streaks of eight has been pretty good for us this whole year. So I had linked St. Louis yesterday. First game I picked in hockey. For some reason, it's not letting me. I don't know why. I'm just gonna review the games um, on my phone. Okay, there you go. I guess my computer's slow. All right, then you had the Devil Senators. I had the Senators. I thought the 12 was the overlap number here. Both teams equals 37 was the 12th prime. So I thought they would play. It didn't. But I also mentioned in my notes if Ottawa go to overtime and lose, they will have 37 points in Ottawa. So that's in the notes. So like I was just stressing, you know, sometimes all the information is right, all the reads are there, but you can still be on the wrong side of your own read. So, that's what happened right there. But like I told you about the overtime, if Ottawa lost in overtime, they would have 37 points. So that happened. Blue Jackets, Capitals. I don't think I had a pick on that one. Um, Buffalo, Boston, and Buffalo. I believe they played yesterday. I didn't lean no way. I knew Buffalo could have stayed on those 22 losses. They didn't. So Boston prevailed. They had a riddle too. I believe it was through the record, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Blackhawks and Blue Jackets, I didn't have none. Islanders, that's the game I should have played. Wild Islanders. Islanders equals 24, and Islanders picked up their 24th win. So that was pretty much right there. I think Wild had a riddle, that's why I didn't go with it. That's why. Red Wings Lightning, like I said in my notes, we talked about this 2 days ago. Um, the notes, if Lightning won, they get their 12th home win against Detroit. Detroit 37 to 12 prime. That was right. 2-2 in hockey, by the way, yesterday. Those Flames. Only reason why I picked the Flames yesterday because they could have became the opponent could have became 20-20, and I seen 3 straight times where the Flames did it and 2 other teams did it against the Flames. So I rode that wave, and it crushed me yesterday. Um, Flyers Ducks no picks. Stars Coyotes no picks. It's stuff in the notes though. That's the thing. Like I'm gonna do the homework. I'm gonna put the notes in there, but you like if I don't want to mislead nobody, so I'm trying to get the best record as possible. So with that said, I'm gonna pick the not high money lines. I'm gonna pick regular money lines, but I'm just trying to have a good record. So I don't want to just pick every team, and it might have a good narrative, but I might see one thing going for the other team, so that might stop me. So that's a lot what happened yesterday, and plus, like I said, my record was pretty solid. I did a 2-2 yesterday, so I didn't want to, jeopardize anything. Um, so that's what the Flames. So yep, let's get to today's games. NBA. Get to today's games. NBA. Again, man, my fault about the live stream. Shoot for it again tomorrow. Talk to Zach. I had it. I'm live right now. It's just I don't know how to connect it to Patreon. It's supposed to do one last step. It's supposed to have a blue light flashes. It didn't do it for me, so hopefully somebody get it, and I will have this video should save, so I'll put it after this video in. I'll go back to the Patreon and put the live stream was under this code because don't nobody know me, so ain't nobody gonna go under this name unless I tell them to. And the only reason why I tell them to, unless they're Patreon. So the information is still in house. Ain't nobody really getting to the information. I know it's on YouTube, but don't nobody. All right, Heat Wizards. First thing I see, 923, prime relation. But like I said, sometimes the prime hits, sometimes the prime don't. So this time I like it. I like it because the next thing I see next to that, I gotta start using the computer too. I always use my phone, so it's different. I'm looking at it different now. They put the home and away records on the screen. So boom, next to it, I like the 4-9. If Washington lose, they'll be 4-9. Washington equals 49. That plays in Washington. That's kind of like a big number in Washington, kind of like a LA and 13. So I see that. So when I see stuff like that, I don't even like to keep digging. I really don't even like giving you the head to head. I know people want the information, and sometimes it does be little things out there, but I hate to do that because I like to roll with my first initial thought. The head to head 40, Washington 41, Miami leads at 85. Today has 42 date numerology, so Wizards can pick up the 42 head to head regular season win. So look, be careful on that. That's a potential upset. And I did see the line was 9, and I noticed they can do the 9 and 23 prime relationship, but the line was 9 and it went down to 8.5 because I just made a bet in my app, and it was 9 this morning, 9.5. It's 8.5 now, so be aware of that. But like I said, I gotta ride the 9 and 23. Wizards fall into that, and I gotta ride the 49. Hawks, Magic. Like I told you about Houston, I don't like betting Houston. I don't like betting Atlanta. So between these two, Magic should win. Hawks on a 10-game losing streak. Line is 10. Could be an indicator or something. Like I said, this game on NBA TV Network. So remember, NBA TV in 14. That's a real big number. We've been seeing that all year. 14 in NBA. So they could stay on that 14. That's the narrative for the Hawks. To get that upset. 100 on the Hawks. Shit, $10 on the Hawks probably hit you for like 80 tonight. 100 probably hit you for about 700, 800. I just don't see it. It was a 12-point game. Line coming down. Like I said, it's a 10-point spread. Hawks can lose 11, or they can end that 10-game win streak. I noticed the spreads do correlate with the records and stuff, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Magic, they can pick up that 15th win. If you write out Atlanta, it equals 15, so I like that. Um, Magic in a conference record, they'll be 10-10 if they win. If Atlanta, lose, they'll get their 29th loss. So 29 and 10, that's the relationship. 29, that's the 10th prime number. So I'm feeling the Magic, but that's not a pick because, like I said, now that I'm talking to y'all and stressing how I feel, I don't bet the Houston or I don't bet Atlanta. So that's how I feel on that. Bucks, Hawks. I like the Bucks. First thing I see is stand out. They can go 30-5. Chicago equals 35. And they can give Bulls their 11th home loss. Bucks equals 11. So no time spent there. Pistons, Jazz. It's kind of like an overlap number because Utah Jazz, I believe, equals 130. Pistons equals 41 to 13 prime. 130 kind of like 13th numerology. You take the zero, don't count. So in 13, it could play by Pistons picking up their 13th win and Utah getting their 13th loss. So this is a potential upset too. I'm digging Utah. The 22 in Utah. 22 a big number in Utah. They in Utah, so they can give Detroit the 22nd win. I'm feeling that. So that's who I'm riding with that. Like I said, Pistons do have a little narrative. Next game, Trailblazers and Suns. I'm thinking Trailblazers get the job done. Only narrative I see for the Suns is Trailblazers on 14. So this game on NBA TV too, doubleheader, second game. So check. If Trailblazers, if they lose, they stay on 14 wins. But if you go a little deep and you look at the conference record, they can pick up the 14th conference win, and also they can pick up. They can. I'm sorry. They can stay in the conference. They can stay on 14 losses, so they can stay on 14 losses in the conference and pick up the 10th win in the conference. And if you write out Suns, it equals 10. So liking the Trailblazers. What else I see for the Trailblazers? I think I see a little more stuff. I noticed the Suns, they can stay on 14. Suns narrative, the Blazers can stay on 14 wins, but the Suns also play LA next. So they can stay on 12. Los Angeles is 37 to 12 prime. So I'm thinking they stay on that 12 and they can potentially upset LA next game and get that 13th win in LA. But I gotta ride Portland at home to get the 15-19, stay at that 14th losses on NBA TV and pick up the 10th win against the Suns. That's how I'm reading that. So that's NBA's like real small card today. And I'm not sure if people listening, watching me, because I still ain't do it on my Patreon. So I told people to go to my YouTube, and put Man with a Plan in. So hopefully people doing that and they can hear me. But apologies about that. I'll try to do better tomorrow. I'm gonna fool with it as soon as I get on this. Off this, I'm gonna fool with it again. So hopefully I'll see what the problem is. It still say yeah, so I'm still live right now. I just don't know if people can actually hear what I'm I just don't know how many people watch me. I can't see how many people watching me right now. So I know it's working though. And the live stream is up. We can look at some football. I knew Cal was gonna do that, but I had Western Kentucky earlier this morning, money line. I seen Cal plus 6.5 was gonna be a good play. But I didn't want to give out no plays without no gematria, no date numerology, so I didn't want to play no good feelings today. With Florida, Florida should be a good win, and they should cover. To be honest, Florida should beat them. College basketball, I like. I think North Carolina. I mean, Yale is real good, but North Carolina, I'm thinking get the job done. I just think they got better athletes on a bigger scale. LT is the college basketball game, and LT. Uh, Louisiana Tech, I like them tonight. Money line kind of like minus 300. You know, just playing to save. Couple games of college basketball, them too. And I think Bucks. Two safe picks in NBA tonight. Bucks and I like the Heat. You gotta like the Heat. They do have a narrative. I seen what the Thunder did yesterday to the Raptors. Um, they got their. Let's see. They got their. I had it written down. They picked up their 29th head-to-head regular season win against Toronto, and yesterday was the 29th of the month. So maybe the head-to-head records could play this game, and if it do, like I said, today does have 42 date numerology, and that's what easy 30. Today is the 30th and the 12th of the month. So 12 plus 30 is 42. That's how you get. That's how I'm getting 42 date numerology. That's just one method you can get it, but it's 42. So they can actually pick up their 42nd all-time head-to-head regular season win tonight if Wizards win. But if I was gonna play it safe, I gotta ride them Heat, and I gotta ride the Bucks. Portland would be the third option, but like I said, the two safe picks with my college basketball, that should be plus money if you put all that in the parlay, probably like plus 150, plus 175 even. I stress. So, $20 win you 40. Somewhere $20 win you what 35 somewhere in there. That's those odds. So yeah, I'm gonna make this quick today, cause like I said, I don't know if people are listening. I'm pretty sure I'm live for sure. Um, just don't know if how many people in the room, because I didn't do it the right way. I know if you clicked on my link. But let's just try it right quick. Let me go back to my page. Let me go back to my Patreon page right quick. Sorry, fam. Refresh this right quick. Let's see. Waited 6 minutes. I did everything. If you can't get live stream, so yeah, I got it in the notes. Seemed like nobody can get anything. I posted it twice. It's like I'm not getting any feedback from the chat, so it's kind of hard to know if I'm working. But let me see. I clicked on the description. Nope. Nope. So, like I said, it's here. I'm gonna end the live stream, and it's all here. So, like I said, the end of the live stream, I'll review Heat, Wizards. Heat can make the Wizards 9 and 23. 23 is the ninth prime number. Numbers like that work good with each other. Numbers like that give you good ideas and indicators who's gonna win the game. And then next to it is 4 and 8. They can become 4 and 9. Washington is 49. And what I'm gonna do is, if any new people watching, or if they get this, because they're gonna get this video, people gonna go to my Patreon sooner or later. Then somebody's gonna go to YouTube and type in "man with a plan" to be anxious to see me and hear me. So let me just show y'all something right quick. I'm gonna go. You go to gematria.com. That's all you gotta do. Just like going to google.com. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to Google, because I ain't never did it on the computer like this. We're gonna go to Google, and I'm gonna go Gematria You're gonna go to Google. So everybody, you go to, if you new and you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Washington equals 49, go to Google and then type in gematria calculator. Boom. It's gonna say the world's best gematria calculator. Click on that. Boom. You're gonna get this screen right here. A little man pointing to some numbers with the light. He's enlightening people. Boom. That's what I get from it. Okay. So all this is look, everything, every word has a number value. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. That's all. So A and B would be 3 because A is 1, B. So that's all it is. So basically, if I type cat, it's got a value to it. If I type hat, it's got a value to it. If I type LeBron, it's got a value to it. If I type Falcons, it's got a value to it. And that's why I know these numbers. But like I was just saying, if you type Washington out, notice it has 49, and they can do that 49 thing. So and that blue, notice this blue cipher, that's gonna be your strongest one. It's a full reduction. So I do more intros on it, when I get more fan base and more people, but it's kind of feel like I'm talking to myself right now. So or I'm not talking to anybody right now. So, but that's all I want to show you. It's like when you put Washington in, 49. So basically, you could put team names in here and it'll give you numbers. And if those numbers correlate with the game, it could be a great idea or a good clue. But so I just want to show you that. That's how I'm getting Washington. So when I say Washington Wizards can go 4-9 at home, that's what I mean. So they can lose tonight, be 4-9 in Washington. And when you write out Washington, it's got the numeric value of 49. So like that, Hawks Bucks, like I said, I don't fuck with the Hawks at all. So I'll let y'all do what y'all do on that. Like I said, Hawks are on a 10-game losing streak. The line is -10. Kind of suspect. Do Orlando cover, win by 11, and get a Hawks their 11th loss? Could. Brooks, Timberwolves didn't really have anything on this game. I think Kyrie out. They say he wasn't traveling these 3 games on the road, so that's something to be aware of. If Brooklyn do lose 16-16, Brooklyn Nets equals 53 to 16 prime. If they lose, they 7-10 away. Timberwolves equals 71. So, Bucks Bulls, like the Bucks, they can get a Bucks their 11th home loss. If they win, they'll be 30-5. Chicago equals 35. So their record will be 30-5, kind of like 35. Pistons and Jazz. That's an overlap number with the 13, so I'll be careful. Could be a potential upset. But I kind of still lean towards Jazz. Since I put my picks out in my notes, I kind of hate how to put the Heat over the Jazz. But then I seen with the Heat, they can pick up their 42nd all-time head-to-head regular season win on the 42-day numerology. That's why I stayed away from that, plus the line drop. So, yeah, I'm going to stay with Jazz. And I'm going to stay first initial thought, strong thought, at 22 in Utah. If it wasn't in Utah, in Detroit, maybe I'd be leaning maybe Pistons a little, but the fact they in Utah and Utah equals 22, I feel like Detroit would get that 22 loss right there. Suns Blazers, it's tricky. Narrative both ways. Because Suns play LA next, so they could get the 13th win. L is the 12th letter, A is the first letter, so that's how I get 13. So LA can they can go to LA with 13 if they win tonight. Will be an upset, slightly upset. Portland, why I like them is they can stay on 14 losses, conference losses, on NBA TV. They playing on NBA TV tonight, doubleheader. Hawks and Magic are the other game on the doubleheader. Like I said, that 10-point spread, Magic could stay on these 14 home wins on NBA TV. That'd be a major upset right there. And the Magic are a so-so team. I can see actually the Hawks beating the Magic. But like I said, I'm from Atlanta, sitting here right now. So I can see it, but I wouldn't bet it. It wouldn't surprise me either way, but I definitely wouldn't bet. I think what the Hawks gonna do is beat somebody good though. Magic not really that good, so I believe they'll lose. When Hawks do break their streak, I believe it'll make people be like, oh, it'll kill some parlays that day. We'll say that. Might even kill one of my riddles, because if I have a good riddle against the Hawks, I love fading. I won't bet with them, but I love fading if I can get an opportunity on it. So that's that. Like I said, hockey, I would take a shot probably at Pittsburgh, maybe in the money line, extend it with my 4 other picks. But if you did that, make sure you at least put a couple bucks on Ottawa money line. You know, that's the same thing as if you put $15, $20 on and you put Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was to kill your parlay, you come right back and you put $3 on Ottawa with my Heat, Bucks, and then you take my college basketball with LT, Louisiana Tech tonight. They on the road. I like them, and I think North Carolina. Yale is a good team. I'm letting you know, Yale can ball. But I think North Carolina, just because the recruiting, I think they just got bigger and better athletes. So I take North Carolina money line and LT money line tonight, and then I mix that with my Bucks money line and Utah Jazz money line. You could throw the Heat in there too, but on my notes it's Bucks and Jazz. I do have Trailblazers, but that's like more risky. More strong would be Bucks and Jazz, LT, and North Carolina. And like I said, if you want to put the hockey game, Pittsburgh, they should get the job done with that type of line. Pittsburgh is 8-2 last 10 games, so they have been playing well, no doubt about it. So if you want to take that shot and put Pittsburgh in that parlay, make it a 5-6 teamer. I believe it'll hit tonight. I really do. I'm not gonna steer nobody wrong. So light picks today. Hopefully I can be flawless. College football on, man. I was hoping I had a regular live stream, but it's a bootleg live stream. I don't know if people watching me or whatever. So I would look at some college, do the regular decode, but like I can't see if chat. I don't have. It's not like Zach how he has it set up. I can't see this chat because how I'm doing on the computer. So I'm off tomorrow. Rest of this week actually, so I'm gonna play around with it. I had somebody over here all day today, and we actually got it. So for it to screw up on me at the last minute again, I don't know what went wrong, but I'm definitely gonna play with it when I get off this. Guess we could look at some college football, but like I said, I like Florida tonight. Money line, I like the spread. The money line is ridiculous. So if I was gonna play anything, I'd like the spread. If I like California, I have Western. So yep, I like. Let's see this Florida. We can maybe it's an upset narrative. I don't really see none with the numbers. Gators. Stadium. What is this? The Orange Bowl. I guess we can do some geometry. Let's see. See what this is. Orange Bowl. 11-12. How about that? Okay, so Orange Bowl. That's how they throw you off too. You see how I say Capital One, then it's Orange Bowl. You want to just go with the Orange Bowl. They know people do numbers and words. They know, so they want to mislead people. So that's how they do this thing. So the next game would have been the Bahamas Bowl, the Cafe Frisco Bowl, not Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl. So okay, so the Orange Bowl, you write it out in gematria, English ordinal, you get 112. You get 112. You look at Florida record, they'll be 11-2 with the win. Virginia be 9-5. I didn't see what Gators is. I can see that right quick, but right away that jumps out. Period. 37-12 prime. 26. Don't see anything. Not really seeing anything with the gematria of it. Let's see what they're playing at Hard Rock Stadium. 66, 96, 9th seed, 24th seed. Yeah, I gotta ride Florida. Um, it says 78 degrees. Could look at the coaches, but right away when I put in Orange Bowl, it equals 112, so that stands out. Um, and that spread is real high for these both teams to be ranked. So what I'm thinking is they setting you up. They want you to take Virginia with the points. That's my logic. I read lines real good. That's another asset that I do have, and I will add to it, add to this, because sometimes it's just plain old line reading. But the gematria is there for Florida, and with a line like that, I'm thinking that they will cover. .5 is over and under, so 56, 16. Okay. Yep, don't see none. We can go through some college basketball. I would ride Florida. It doesn't. I don't even want to recommend that. Florida don't pay anything, so the best thing I think you okay you could tease it. If you tease it maybe 7 points down with Florida, get that 15 to like 7 or 8, and then you come over college basketball. I'm finna walk y'all through it. I actually like another play, but I wouldn't recommend it. I just say observe it because I've been my first 2 days, man. Y'all probably think this guy don't know what he's talking about, but I'm sharp. So let's see. I know I like LT. I know I like North Carolina. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. They got Gonzaga playing Detroit Mercy. How they get to play each other? I'm gonna tell y'all something else, and I'm gonna play it tonight. I looked over there. I guess because I don't look at the big spreads. Now that I'm going through over it with y'all, I actually seen it. Detroit Mercy is like one of the bottom feeders. So, and Gonzaga would be Pacific or UC Irving or somebody like that by 25 or 30. So, by them having a 33, I think it said a 33-point spread on the game, I think Gonzaga covers. No doubt about it. Especially in that teaser. You teased it down, teased Gonzaga down, they're going to be at night. Okay, yeah, they play Detroit Mercy. Wow. How they combine and get them two together. Wow. And then that's cheap for a line. To me, 33.5. First half could be a good play too. They will be up. They're going to be up by 20 at the half for sure. So first half would be a good play. First half minus 20-ish. Should be like I don't know, I couldn't tell you a line. Maybe like minus, yep, we're going to be like minus 20, maybe minus 21. But I would like Gonzaga tonight to cover against Detroit Mercy for sure. I like that. I hate that they number one in the country. I didn't see that. That's the only thing I do hate. People might try to ride it, but 33 points is a lot. Public don't like taking minus 33.5. Period. That public just don't like doing it. A game that I was what I was talking about, Seton Hall. This is basically a you pick 'em game. I think Seton Hall has the better team. DePaul has the better record, and they playing better this year. But Seton Hall has the overall better tradition. They always there. DePaul is always kind of like on the low end of the stick. This year they must have a good team, but I'll recommend Seton Hall. But that's not a play that I'll give out. Like I said, these are my plays. Louisiana Tech, LT that I've been screaming, in North Carolina. No gematria, nothing. It's just college basketball sometimes can be logic, very right brain. Yale got a good team, like I said. I would even consider teasing North Carolina to just a you pick 'em with Florida, with Gonzaga, and then you can also tease Yale up. So you can do a 7-point teaser and put 7 points on a 6, and you'll have Yale probably like plus 13, and then you have North Carolina. because I think North Carolina will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they won on the last shot because Yale has a good team. I've been riding Yale actually, but I just think they playing a step above their, they going outside. This is like blockbuster. This is like blue blood. So this is like top notch. So it's like, yeah, Yale definitely have a good team and they play their team basketball, but I just think they ran into a superior North Carolina tradition because North Carolina don't have a good team, but they got a good tradition, for scouting. So they players going to be bigger than Yale. They just going to be way more athletic. If that's a finer way of saying it. I don't bet Georgia anything. See if I can get another one out. Because I definitely like LT and I like North Carolina. I don't dislike Yale. I just think North Carolina is just the bigger and better players, to be honest. This should be a good game. I can put some gematria in this. I know Villanova just knocked off Kansas not too long ago. So let's see. I don't see anything. 6-point spread. Xavier got a good team, and Villanova just beat Kansas, so it could be an overreaction. I can see what that. I gotta remember. Keep this in my psyche. FS1 equals 26, 8, 30, and 12. Write it out. Equals 59, 22. It's the locate. It's the channel, the network that they plan on. Sometimes you can get rules on the network. 6:30. Tip off. I would lean Villanova, but like I said, Xavier got a good. Like a game like this, I probably would tease what I would do. I'm just trying to show y'all how I would do it. What as me as a decoder / gambler, how I approach it. I probably would tease it up. I probably would tease Xavier up in the tease and put my other picks, and then I come back, and then in the money line I have Villanova in the money line. So however you want to play it, so you can hit both ways. Um, but yeah, that's about it for college basketball. Um, Tomorrow I'll be back at it. Like I said, hopefully it'll be up and running better, and I can get it going. Let's see. I don't see anything else. Um, Delaware. It's a short line, so I don't like that. It seems like the line should be higher. And that should be it. So for a song for college basketball, LT North Carolina. I believe Gonzaga will cover. And lean Seton Hall over DePaul. And that's no notes, gematria, anything like that. Just watching it talent wise, right brain. But like I said, NBA notes went over that, and that's all notes decoded. Hockey, only one game on. I'm not touching it. And I believe that's it. Wish I can check the live stream to see if I had any comments or suggestions or anything like that. But I'm gonna get better at it, and like I said, this is like my first time going live. I don't even go live on Instagram, so it's like my first time live doing anything. Period. So I approve, but just want to reiterate that, and probably gonna shoot for an earlier time tomorrow. That way, if it don't work, I can reschedule the time, keep rescheduling until I get it on track. Because I did it today, and it's just when I got ready to do it, it basically just didn't want to work on me at the last minute. Or it could be something that I'm missing, one last thing, because it's two different keys that I got to key in. So I could be, doing something wrong, but I know I got it because the guy had me do it 2, 3 times before he left. So I did it 2, 3 times. I talked to Zach today. Um, I did everything right. So I don't understand it. Like I said, I'm gonna get off this now and I'm gonna keep playing with it, and hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot for like 1 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern. That way it'll be like probably 11, 12 Pacific time. So look for an earlier live stream tomorrow. That way I know if it's working or not. If not, we might have to do it like this until I um get my mans back over here to help me with it. If to meanwhile, but I believe this will be good. Like I said, the information is still discreet because don't nobody really know me on YouTube. So nobody's gonna go on YouTube and put man with a plan. Then how I got it spelled, it's like with, it's only WIT. So there's nobody gonna get. It's basically almost like a code name in YouTube. So nobody's gonna type that name in. So maybe I can just do it like this. Until I get the Patreon. I should have no problems. I would like to see my comments, but I can't see my comments, man. I don't know why, but it's crazy. I don't know. So because I'm pretty sure people, I can't even see how many people watching me right now. So I'm gonna play with it. I know I had told y'all 5 o'clock, so I didn't want to keep delaying it. So I had went on it with live, so I just did it through YouTube. So like I said, it's like a quick live stream. It'll be longer. I'm gonna get a phone number too, so y'all can call in. It's gonna be the same way. I'm gonna have a phone number. Would have did it on this show, but since it's not the correct format how I wanted it, I just leave the phone number off probably for tomorrow, and then like I said, y'all can call in about things on games. But I think it's there. I believe all my games should come through. Maybe, like I said, all the upsets is there. Like the Utah game with Detroit, you got the 13 overlap, and then the Miami and Washington. The Washington can pick up their 42nd all-time regular season head-to-head win, and it's 42 date numerology. But like I said, that 49 in Washington. Washington can become 4-9 at home with a loss, and Washington equals 49. So I have to ride that. So to me, Heat and Bucks would be the safest plays. Heat and Bucks. I know I got in my notes Utah should get the job done, but I will go Heat and Bucks, and then I combine that with my college basketball, and then like I said, Florida and college football should be good to go. I think it was Orange Bowl. Yeah, Orange Bowl equals 112. So if Florida wins tonight, they'll be 11-2 to end the season, and that kind of looked like a 112. So I didn't go no coaches, nothing. Only reason why I didn't go no coaches in anything is because I think Florida's 15.5 point spread. It's probably like minus, I can imagine being minus 800, minus 700. I mean, it won't do nothing to your parlay but hurt you. So I don't recommend playing that play, but the information is there for the football game. And one more time for the hockey. Pittsburgh 8-2 last 10 games. They playing good. Upset narrative. It's only one game on in hockey today, and San Jose Sharks equals 83 to 23rd prime. That's who Pittsburgh play next. So if Pittsburgh lost today, they'll stay at those 23 wins. And like I said, their opponent is the San Jose Sharks next. So it is a potential upset there. But Ottawa let me down yesterday. I did have in the notes that if they went to overtime and lost, they'll have 37 points. So the information was there, but that 12 overlap number, I felt like Ottawa should have won yesterday. But if they can't beat the Devils, they definitely not going to beat Pittsburgh tonight. And they on the back-to-back. So just using, like I said, sometimes you got to go with your logic and right brain. Just using that, Pittsburgh should get the job done tonight. And that's why I believe they minus 300. Probably one of the favorites that will come through on a day like this. Just using my logic, because like I said, Senators, they have a narrative though. Like I said, San Jose Sharks does equals 83, which is the 23rd prime number, and they can stay on those 23 wins. So be cautious. Like if you played Pittsburgh and you added them in with my other 4 picks, make sure you take Ottawa with like $2 or $3 and take them money line, because the $2 or $3 will multiply like times 5 in a parlay like that, because it's plus 300. Or you could take them plus a puck and a half, because if you think logic, everybody seen the Senators lose yesterday against the Devils at home. Now they playing back to back against Pittsburgh. So your logic better is going to take Pittsburgh minus the puck line. He don't want to lay minus 300. So your average better he's going to take the minus 1.5 with Pitt, which they should do. But like I said, Ottawa could have a narrative, and it could be a safe play to take the points just because they played on the back to back. And the public could be looking at that. Oh, Ottawa played on the back to back. They lost at home against the Devils, and now Pittsburgh on the rest and they at home. So people could think that lock city, and then boom. So that's it for that. And I'll be back at it tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna shoot for 1, 2 o'clock early time. Hopefully it'll be on Patreon so I can see the chat and I can see whoever's listening or whatever. And I got the OBS set up because I know y'all can see whatever's on the screen. So I got everything set up. So enough said that. I ain't gonna waste no more of y'all time. It's like my 5th day doing it, 1st day live. I promise everything's gonna get better for his picks. So take it cautious tonight. And listen to what I just said and review over my notes, and I believe you'll have some winning picks there. And just play it safe tonight. Like I said, Bucks and Heat, 2-team parlay, and you can even throw Florida Gators in there. That should make the parlay even. That should be somewhere near even money. Meaning if you took those 3 teams, 25 should win 25. So, and if 25 don't win you 25, 25 should at least win you